Alright, hello everybody, welcome to Tbic prediction video. Yes, finally Tbic is back, or well, I'm back with the prediction video. I didn't do a prediction video for like the last couple of Tbics. I didn't do one for 9, I didn't do one for the Heart of a Hero one, and I also didn't do one for quads, which just happened today. I guess yesterday, technically speaking. But today we're back with Tbic predictions. We're going to be talking about, like always, Tbic in general, what's going to happen in the event, and also the teams and what my predictions are, which is the main thing of it. So, without further ado, let's get started with the Maroon Mantis with Birdboy Games, Phazron, Jad, and Cronus. That's right. Phazron and Cronus run it back from the previous event, which I guess for Tbic 9 I didn't put the winning thing, but basically to give you a whole general consensus of what's happened in Tbic 9. The Jade Jaguars one, which was Phazron, Monkey King, Cronus, and who was the fourth? I forgot the fourth right now. My apologies to whoever was the fourth. But right now we're working on Tbic 10. So basically, Phazron and Cronus went back. They won last time. Surely they win this time again. And accompanying is Birdboy Games and Jad, which I'm pretty sure Bird, Jad, and Cronus all are consistent as the new Zenith. It's like the, I don't remember the name right now, but basically they applied for MCC Rising, the last one, with a grant instead of Phazron. But you know, Phazron, pretty strong player. I'm sure Phazron will lead them to victory, and they'll do pretty well. So yeah, I think this team pretty good in general. Moving on, we got the Golden Geese. We have Monkey King, Lucky Dude, Calculus, and Kareem. Luke as a brand new player to Tbic. Kareem returns after a long while, and of course, we got Monkey King and Calculus. Another Monkey King, you know, team that might be able to just win. By the way, for those who don't know, Monkey King is a player who I feel like has made finale every single event they have played. And usually the joke is that Monkey King has a pretty strong team every single time. Another strong Monkey King team like Monkey King replied over here. But aside from that, Cal is here, Luke is here. This is a trio of really good players who can all get top half. And Cream is coming back after not playing too much, so we'll see how well they do. But I think this team could either go pretty well or could go a little bit on the lower end. I think PvP, not the greatest, but movement is a really strong team, I would say. Moving on, the Jade Jaguars, we have Gamer Ethan, Mr. Llama, Liam is Silly, and Suit Fella. Gamer Ethan, I think last two events have done pretty well. Like Gamer Ethan's first event, pretty good. Second event, not too bad actually. A pretty strong contender, so this is going to be a little bit of a nerf team. But from what I've seen, Liam played also today the quads, which was he did okay. I think they definitely have potential to do a lot better. I think they're more of a movement player than a PvP player. But Gamer Ethan, he's pretty good at PvP. He's good at everything. So I think with the correct leadership, Leon should be able to do well. Aside from that, we also have Llama and Suitfella. Suitfella hasn't been having the greatest events, but I'm sure that he's going to do pretty well. And finally, Llama. I think last event did okay. I think usually Llama's consistent with his placement. So again, pretty strong team, I would say. Just a little bit lacking on one side or the other. Oh my lord. Oh my god, that was a big sneeze! Anyways, moving up to my team. Welcome to the Diamond Deers. We have JD 1869, Zaybrazy, Ironic, and Infinity. Zaybrazy, Tbic Dodger. Last time was supposed to be teaming with me. Unfortunately, did not make it. So hopefully, Zaybrazy makes it this time, and we will be able to play this event pretty cool. With that being said, we also have JD, who is also a newcomer over here, and Infinity, who played last time and didn't do so well. So we'll see with how they work with this team this time around. I think the last event was with Bird, Sour Gummies, and Ethan, who Ethan did pretty well, but Sour Gummies, who was supposed to be the second rank, did not do too well. So I think with an event like this, Infinity will have a solid 2 top frags, which will make this team a lot more stronger. And of course, JD, the newcomer over here, who I think is okay, you know, pretty solid player, not the best, not the worst, pretty much in the middle, I would say. Moving on to the Sapphire Shrimp, we have Stu, Sour Gummies, Distraction Man, and Negusi. Another strong Battlebox team, if you will. Distraction Man comes back. Stu also. Did Stu play the last one? I'm pretty sure Stu didn't. No, Stu did play the last one. It was Stu and Negusi in the same team. And of course, Sour Gummies, who's hopefully coming back to have some good redemption. In general, from what I see, I think this team is going to be a bit interesting. It's kind of a similar from what Stu and Negusi had last event, but a little bit more weaker. Distraction Man, still a pretty good player. Sour Gummies, we'll see if they get redemption, but overall, this is a really strong PvP team. On the movement side, not so much. But in general, strong team, I would say. This team could do pretty well, or it could go all the way to the bottom, so we'll see. And the final team is the Violet Vipers, which has Pup Gaming, Heavenly Pop, Oliver Piper, and Piff Bear. Really, I don't know how this team is a wild card, I would say. Pup, of course, pretty strong player, usually has seen, top ranked in 3rd back in Tbic 8, and last Tbic didn't even do that bad as well. Heavenly Pop hasn't played in a while, but I think it should be fine. Oliver Piper, for those who don't know, Oliver Piper is a Sky Battle player, plays a lot of Sky Battle, but doesn't play a lot of movement games. So it's going to be a bit interesting. And finally, Pittsburgh, the best player, as we all know. Yeah, in general, this is a pretty strong team. Pup and Oliver Piper, the duo in this case that could do well or could not do too well. But in general, this team could either go pretty high or it could go pretty low. It all depends on Oliver Piper's skill-wise. Probably going to do really well in Sky Battle, this team, but we don't know how well they'll do in every other game. It definitely depends on how well they play, but either way, that's gonna go. Next up, those are all the teams, but of course we can't finish this without having some team substitutions. Currently there's only been one sub, and that is Infinity, who had to sub out, which means Stratos subs in. Stratos has not been in the event since Tbic 2, by the way. So when I had the chance to be able to sub in somebody at a lower skill, I wanted to sub in Stratos in a way so that we're, to bring them back, to bring them here and be able to play a lot of these things. So we're glad to have Stratos back as well. And in general, I think this team doesn't change at all. I think this team will still be the same way. It could either be a buff, it could be a nerf, either or. I think this team will still do pretty well. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's talk about the actual predictions. So, I'm just gonna go based on this. We have some predictions of Gold in 1st, Sapphire 2nd, Violet 3rd, Diamond 4th, Jade 5th, and finally Maroon 6th. To give you a bit of my thought process of this, Gold, really strong team. I mean, you have 3 top half players. You generally cannot go wrong with this. It all depends on how well they'll do as a team, but this team is just really good in general. Just doesn't really have much of a weakness except for maybe like Battle Box and Sky Battle. It all depends on how Cal will be able to lead this team, I would say. Next up, Sapphire in 2nd. I mean, it's a pretty strong team. PvP, if they dominate it, they're going to make finale. It's kind of a given. But again, I think it's hit or miss. It's like Gold, hit or miss of some way. Could either go well, could either go bad. It just really depends on how well they'll do in Battle Box. Or even Sky Battle as well, 2 differential PvP games. Violent in 3rd. Again, another Pup and Oliver Piper is a really strong duo, and even so, Heavenly Pop is not that bad of a player. Like, they'll be able to they can even get top half, maybe in the middle of top half. So having 3 players, again, doing all the top half is generally just a pretty good team. Overall, it really depends on Oliver Piper and how well they're able to get as many points as possible before all the movement games just tank his to end it down. So it's just either or. 4th would be my team. Again, not a bad team, just a really good duo of me and Zay, and then just 2 lower skilled players, which isn't bad to say the least. It's just the main problem. Will me and Zay Brazy be able to pop off enough to be able to get our team to 2nd or 1st? Who knows? It really depends on how well we'll do in the game. We have Jade in 5th. At first I thought this team was a contender for Dodgeball, but after seeing how Liam played, I'm more half and half on how well they'll do. It really depends how well Llama might do. No, actually not Llama. It really depends on how Liam might do, actually. Liam's quads event wasn't the greatest, as I thought. And he's more of a movement player than an overall player. Pretty good at parkour, but every other game is just in the middle, I would say. In general, I think this team still has a chance. I think Llama could still do really well. Suitfella has yet to have been able to do pretty well, and I believe in them. And finally, of course, Liam, who I think has the potential to be a top 10 player for sure. And finally, we have Maroon. Thing about this team is Cronus had a really good event last time, but that's one of the many events that Cronus has played, where Cronus has gone top 5. Sure, I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but at the same time, it really depends on how the second frag goes into here. Will Chazron be able to commit to the game pretty well? Will Cronus be able to replicate that last event that they had? And of course, Bird and Jad, we've seen them do both pretty well in Birthday and also Bird doing pretty well in Quads. Will they be able to replicate? It's all a matter of fact of will they be able to do well as a team and be able to perform the best that they can. I put them on last not because I think they're the worst team, but I think above all the other teams, there's more pop-up potentials than I would say in Maroon. I feel like this is more of a consistent team, but these teams have just better players that they're able to like do either really well or just how they usually do. I don't think it's downhill or anything. And yeah, those are my predictions. I have some all the players over here if you guys want to see them. I think going from top 10, Liam, definitely strong contender of being a top 10 player, even higher. Stu did pretty well this last quads event, and usually Stu makes it in the middle over here, so another Stu top 10 is possible in here. Oliver Piper, I think, is just able to sneak into the top 10 with the PvP games, but the movement games are going to be a little bit hard. Zay Bracey, I think, can even make it even higher than 7th, probably 6th, or even 5th, honestly. Pup in 6th, Pup has been able to do pretty well in every single Tbic event, no matter what. Phazron got last event got 1st, but this team, will it be able to be enough? Distraction Man 4th, I think, is a solid spot. Me 3rd is another solid spot. Cal, with this team, is able to pretty much be getting to the top 3 secure. And I think out of all the players, Ethan's going to be getting 1st place. Without further ado, that's going to be my prediction. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed these predictions a little bit longer than usual. Just wanted to describe a little bit of the team. Good luck to everyone else. Remember that these predictions are just mainly for the fun of it. There's nothing really worrying about it, so don't take this with a grain of salt or anything. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm going to have the predictions here. See ya!